What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel. And just quickly before we jump into today's one, have a look at these beauties I've got in the background. Before in my old previous videos, I thought the background was a little bit dull. I did speak about upgrading it or making it nicer to look at in previous videos, but that's where the first time that you on the YouTube channel will have seen it. My Twitch live streams will have seen it, but of course we've got Ibrox, Gaza, and put who that is down in the comments below. See how many get it right. I'm expecting at least 99% to know who that is. The next thing that I'll be doing for the setup is the lighting, as you may notice, is a little bit dodgy now. I've moved things around in my room, but I'm going to get two lighting things sorted up at either side of this camera, so that that part's sorted, but enough waffling. Today's video is going to be on a reaction to the images of the new training kits that have come out, and speaking a bit about a work that's getting done on the surroundings of Ibrox. So ever since Rangers announced their partnership with Castore, all the fans have been itching at the bit to get our eyes on the kits and see what we are going to be buying to put our money back into this club. But first of all, the training kits have been released and let's have a look at them. So here are the new training tops on screen now, and as you can see on the right here is the coaches one, the black with the white and the grey with the orange is for the players. And my initial thought is the coaches one looks a lot nicer. I think the colours go better off each other, it's more stand out, and I think the orange kind of gets lost in that shade of grey. And right away, a lot of fans are pointing out, Unibet, what's that happening? Is this a new partnership? What's going on there? Where's 32 Red? And Unibet are just a parent company for 32 Red, so I believe the Unibet is just going to be on the training kits and 32 Red will be back on for the main kits. So right away, there was a lot of mixed reaction about the actual text of the Unibet itself across the chest there, and to me, it looks pretty big and bold and in your face. More like you'd like the badge to be the most noticeable thing rather than the big slogan on the chest, but it looks like a sticker, to be honest. But Rangers have confirmed that the jerseys and everything will be embroidered, so that is good because that always looks a lot better in my opinion. So as of the time of me making this video, there is still no announcement on when these will be available to buy, and of course when we will get our eyes on the first team kits. The price as well has not been mentioned, but they have said it will be cheaper or affordable than like the stuff on their website right now, because we all know they're a top quality, high quality product and their stuff is dear on the website, but they have taken that into consideration and they will be trying to make it affordable for the fans. When you do look at a close-up of the kits as well, like on screen now, the actual Castore badge itself looks amazing on kits in my opinion. I think it's one of the nicest badges that I've seen on our kits. And then underneath it, on the coaches one here, I've seen a lot of people getting triggered at this. The Castore, I'll try and blow this up on the screen, but the Castore, just on this picture, I don't know if it's the way the top is sitting or whatever the way it was pictured, but it's squint. So hopefully, for the people with OCD, it's nothing major, of course it's not, but it is squint on that, so it'll be interesting to see if that's actually what it is or if that's just a slight whatever, but it's not a big deal. And of course, with the Rangers announcement of the players training kit, they did announce that Tav will be the captain still going into next season, and I made a joke about that saying that's a weird way to spell Ryan Jack, because in my opinion Jacko should be the captain, but hey, that is what it is. Just interested to know people's thoughts as well on comparing the training kits that have just got released there compared to Hummel's training kits, because some of the Hummel ones will pop up on screen now and some of them are belters to be honest, and they've been some of my favourite to look at brands. Hummel have been for a long time in my opinion, especially the just season gone there's home kit. In my opinion, that's one of the nicest, I think behind maybe some of the McEwens, that's been my nicest kit of all time. But some of the ones that Hummel done last year, like that grey with the white for the coaches, and then that black one with the orange, the long sleeve, you've seen everyone going about wearing that, that was an absolute belter. But what we've got to remember is Castore are brand new to this football world and making football kits, whereas Hummel have been around forever, they've been highly experienced in knowing what fans want, etc. But one thing that we have to be glad on, of course we can compare in what looks and what doesn't look and all that, but one thing that we have to be glad on, and the one thing that's the best about Castore, is we know where our money is going, and it is going 100% into our club. Which of course we have to be so grateful for, because in the long run this is going to help boost our team, go on to this Project 2022 thing that we've got going to improve the surroundings of Ibrox. Of course the main thing, boost the playing squad, and it's something that we've not had the luxury of for the past, 8 years or so. So thankfully we've got Castore in now and the money can go to the right place. Now the Rangers players today have returned to their full-time training, and as you can see they've all been wearing their new training gear as you'd expect, but from the end of the day there'll be new photos and videos probably coming out of the training session, some of the highlights, and we'll get to see that kit actually in person rather than just folded up like that on that photo. But from my initial reaction of that, the orange does seem to pop out a bit more than I originally thought on that grey. But regardless anyway, you know I support the most loyal fans in the world, and whether you like it or not, whether some people like it and their opinions on it, you know it's going to end up getting sold out on the website just because of how good our fan base is. Another good note about this training session today is there's quotes coming out from it saying Gerrard is very pleased with the fitness of the players, considering that they've not been in full-time training and just doing what they can from home, so that's a really good sign. I'm going to move on now and talk about some concept kit ideas for the upcoming playing squad of what I've seen online, because of course I have to say this before I look and show these images on screens. They are just concepts, they are just ideas, mock-ups or leaks if you will, but some of the leaks that were shown before on social media relating to the training gear was very, very similar, so who knows how similar some of this stuff might be. So I'll start this off again by the leaked home kit that's going to be coming for next year, and I'll just put that on screen now. You've got the royal blue here, of course we're always going to have that royal blue home kit, but it's got like dark blue or navy, what is that stripe? It's hard to tell obviously with these images without seeing them, and they are of course just mock-ups. But how would you feel about this being the home top? And for me, it's hard to tell. It's quite different from things that we've had recently, especially with the stripes going across it. I like what they've done with the collar and of course the sleeves here. I like having that bit at the end, almost like the cuff look type. I like that. I like my tops quite tight. I know a lot of people may not like that. They might like the more loose tops, but I like the sports type fit. And of course, again, I have to point out how nice that Castore badge looks on the kit. Moving on to this concept away kit idea, and here we have now, it's a white with it. It looks navy or black. I'd go with saying it's navy, but to me, there's not enough club colours on this one. Maybe if it was white with the red across it, I don't know how that would look, but for me, this doesn't have enough Rangers colours. I like that it's plain and simple. The badge and the crest of Castore stand out really, really well. But like I was saying there, I'm not too sure that I would like that if that was it. I mean, the top itself is nice, but it just lacks the red, blue and white. And moving on into the third kit here, and this is the one that really makes me think this is just a mock-up and they might be absolutely nowhere near this, because how similar does this look to last season's Hummel's training kit? Literally, you replace that Castore badge with a Hummel badge, and this one they've got the Rangers badges on through it, like the home kit of last year, so this is very, very similar to Hummel's stuff, but regardless, I really like it. If that was a third top, then you know that one would absolutely fly off the shelves, because that is a really nice colouring scheme to me. But let me know down in the comments if them three kits were our kits for next season. Would you be happy with that, and what one would you be buying first? So moving away from the kits now onto a different topic for the video, and like I mentioned earlier on, there's some work getting done to the exterior of Ibrox, and you know where the Welcome to Ibrox Stadium sign is. I'll put a picture of that on screen now. So that is getting replaced with what looks like just some, you might have seen it before at the Auchenhowie, like the world's most successful club with the trophies across it, and I'll put on screen now some of the designs that are going up there. Well, it's literally happening right now. So once you zoom in on this, I'll put a close up as well. 27 League Cup winners, so it looks as if it's just going to be our honours going right across that, and to be fair, as much as I like that idea, I quite liked how it looked before, to be honest. I know this might be part of the big project 2022 which I talked about in the last video. So is that because of the Megastore getting changed? What is it? I don't know, but I didn't think that needed changed. There's other parts of the stadium that could look nicer rather than just replacing over that bit. So I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts after seeing what that is going to be turning into. Of course, we'll see the pictures of that shortly once that's done, but what parts of Ibrox exterior do you think actually needs improved? To me, the best thing about putting the honours up around the stadium, though, is, you know, it's going to send the Celtic fans into absolute meltdown. Like, oh my god, so many trophies won in 8 years, how have you done that? It'll be funny to see that. But for me, would that have been funny around, like, at the Broomlin end, for them walking in at that side and seeing that right in their face and getting them even more angry just before they come in? Or is that just me being petty? Something else that's going to be exciting to sit back and watch play out is this Hearts versus the SPFL legal battle which just happened, because just at the time of me recording this, it's been announced that there's no league reconstruction happening. Surprise, surprise, more lies from SPFL and Doncaster, but hey, like, Hearts came out with a statement, I've just read that there, saying that they're basically one of those sentences, you know, where it's like, we're not angry, we're just disappointed. One of those type of situations, but of course, Anne Budge and that are going through with a legal battle, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on in that situation. But hey, I'm not going to stand here and speak too much about that, because I've not looked too much into Hearts with our Rangers channel after all, but it'll be interesting to see, and hopefully Mr. Corrupt Doncaster gets what he deserves. But that's going to be all for this video, guys. I appreciate you watching if you have done all the way through this. Leave a like if you haven't done already to support on the channel, even though we've not been as consistent as we'd like to have been recently, just with everything going on. But the support's still been class. We're already at 4.1 thousand subscribers. Can't thank you enough for that. But again, subscribe if you haven't already for plenty more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.